Alrighty, let's get this thing going. Hopefully we don't have any problems here. Should be all good. Make sure I'm all set. Let me see. Double check this. I think we're all good. Perfect. Everything sound good, everybody? How does audio good, video good, everything good? Let me know, and then we'll get to chatting. Let's have a nice little maybe 2 or 3 hour live stream here where we hang out. You guys know I got the goddamn Cliff Bars on deck. I got the dang on Powerade on deck, and I got the dang on water on deck. So let's do it. What's up, everyone? Jeez, look how many people so quick, everyone. Hello. My voice is a little bit raspy. I'm sorry about that. We had a crazy night. Cool deal, man. Wow, look at all the love. What's up, people? What is going on, everybody? Sheesh. All right, so, wow, I was going to give it a second before we got this thing kicked off, but hey, man, I guess we might as well just go ahead and get this thing set, huh? Let me make sure everything's good with this. Sick. Alrighty, so this is, please do a video on your MMA career. I'd do that, sure. Yeah, I actually do want to talk about that a little. So, what we are doing today, everybody, is I have maybe about 10 or 15 questions that I do have some from some of my Patreon members that I do want to answer. We're going to go through there. We're going to talk about some of the Patreon. I have an update coming for you guys about my Patreon in a little while, so definitely check that out and give a minute on that. We'll take a look at some charts. We'll hang out, and then I'll just answer some of your questions from the chat, and we'll do just a little weekly live stream. You know, I was going to make a video, but I'm not going to lie. Like, I was kind of just having some, like, creator's block. I just couldn't necessarily get the motion going. So I was like, you know what? How about if we can't get that going, let's just go ahead and let's just hang out with everyone, and let's just talk. Let me go ahead. I'm going to turn this on here. There we go. And now we're set. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do, I'm going to answer some of these questions, and then we're going to jump into it. Okay, so let's start first with Patreon. Okay, let me make sure there's no important information that I don't want to release here. Cool deal. All right, all right, sick. Okay, so very first question. I have $1,000 to invest in the stocks on Robinhood. Where should I put it if I want to hold for 3 to 5 years? So the very first one that I would personally say, man, hold on. You know, I got to address that. Dang, yo, with the $3 donation, it says check out. Try is out before it's late. Okay, try it. All right, we're gonna check that one out in a little while here. Thank you very much for that. Let's see. I'll get that right now. Yeah, thank you for that, my friend. And let me make sure I write this down because you guys know I have the memory of a goldfish. Okay. All right, sick. That's gonna be number one. That'll be the first one to take a look at. So whenever it comes to, if you had about 3,000, or what was the number? Hold on. God dang it. See, memory of a goldfish. $1,000 to invest into the stock market. What I would say personally, what I'm investing in at the moment that I think has a lot of potential still, as I've been super heavy into tech, right? We've seen Tesla, Apple, and all of those falling pretty consistently. And with that, I think we will see a bit of a recovery, especially as we do get a little bit more of an understanding of what these tax rates are going to look like and how it will affect them. So I'm expecting that right now that tech would be a great sector. All right, the next question that we are going to jump into is going to be, please talk about Chester Coin. I actually have not got a chance to take a look at Chester Coin. So Saturdays are actually the days that I do all of my research for the most part. Like, all these new things I talk about typically come from Saturdays, and Chester Coin is number 3 on the list for things for me to check out. So that'll definitely be soon. Let's see. Off normal topic. Sometimes I'll buy Ethereum and it doesn't show in Trust Wallet, but it does in PancakeSwap, and yes, I have wallet toggle on. So one thing I have noticed when I buy things in PancakeSwap, sometimes it just takes a while. So like, I've noticed there have been times I will buy something and I don't see it in my Trust Wallet for like 3 hours. So I don't know a fix to that personally. I kind of just wait it out. So yeah, that's the only little tip I have on that. Let's see what else we got here. What are 3 under $1? Oh, and I will let any of you guys know who are just joining in that we are talking about some questions that I did get from some of my Patreon members, and then I will jump into a few other questions from my Patreon members, and then we will get into some public questions. People, let's do this. Man, I'm in such a good mood today. I'm not going to lie, I took the night off last night. I went to have some fun with some friends, and now we're back to work, and I'm feeling absolutely fantastic. So let's go ahead and let's see what else is going on. So, another question. What are 3 under $1 coins that I can catch during different bullish trends depending on the day or time? Right now I have Doge. Hey Morris, what do you mean by depending on the day or time? Kind of clarify that one up for me and I'll get back to you on that one. Have you checked out Merchant Token? I have not, but I did get a message about it this morning that I put on my list. Now it will be a little bit further down in the list, but I will hopefully try to get to that super duper fast. Okay, let's see. We're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into a few. Hold on, give me 1 second, everyone. There we go. Getting all this set up real quick. Boom. Okay, perfect. All right, I forgot to do that. All right, there we go. So the next one that we're going to take a look at. Can you guys see my screen right now? Let's go ahead. Boom, boom. Cool deal. So as you can see here, we are on the Patreon. Just a little sneak peek. We have a whole bunch of stuff going on in here. Whole bunch of different trades. A whole bunch of different chats. A whole lot going on. So let's take a look at a few of these. So the first one, what is the most efficient, stress-free way to trade all these altcoins? This Pancake Swap via Trust Wallet is shocking. That is absolutely true. Sadly, what I will say is there's really no alternative at the moment. What I do try to do is find alternative methods to do it. Simply for the fact that like I try to avoid like Pancake Swap and Trust Wallet as much as I physically can, but the issue that we have at the moment is that the majority of these new coins do go through that way because it's the easiest way for them to go. So there's really no avoiding it at the moment. Sadly, it kind of sucks, but it kind of just seems like that's all we got at the moment. So yeah, so with that, that's kind of all we got, man. Is it too late to go in on Spore? So that's what I'm in the middle on. So what I will say is it does seem like the Spore hype has pulled a good bit. That's one thing that I will say. But at the end of the day, there is always a possibility that something will come out that will give it some type of hype. But I wouldn't expect it to run like we saw it run in the past. Right now, this is actually a what I will show you guys. Let me see if I can actually find the if I can find the message I sent. It should be around here somewhere. It was actually like the perfect timing. Yeah, here we go. So check this out. So I actually posted on my channel. This was whenever Spore was doing great. I said, I know many of you entered into Spore after my video was posted. It's up 300%. My personal non-financial advisor opinion, I think it's a fantastic time to take profits. I can't imagine that this momentum will continue. And I posted it when it was right here. And literally from that point forward, you know, like maybe a few hours later, we saw the momentum start to fall off. So I know a lot of people got in and a lot of people got out. And so I'm happy for the people who got in and got out. But whether or not it can actually recover, I mean, I think there's always possibility for recovery, especially right now in the altcoin market, considering how much hype there is. But at the end of the day, you can never really know. You know, it's super duper speculative. The entire altcoin market within itself is still speculative. But I think it's so new that that could definitely be beneficial in the sense that it could, how do I explain it? It could still release things that'll grow, like gain it in popularity, if that makes any sense. So whether or not it's too late to get in, I would say not necessarily, but I think it's even more of a gamble now than it was then. I personally didn't get in. I personally didn't buy in or sell out, or I didn't do anything with it. So yeah, that's just kind of my opinion on that one. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at a few more of these. And then of course we will jump into some crowd questions. Let's see. Jeez. Okay. Let's see. I have we did about that one. What do you think about Slam Token? I have a video coming on Slam Token on Monday, actually. So just stay tuned to that one. But he says, what do you think about Slam Token and their online casino? It's been a pretty big, predictable, and steady growth coin. Let me make sure y'all can see this. Okay, cool. With a lot of announcements that came out recently about it, just wondering because a lot like NFT ART, it has an actual product behind the coin to back it. Thanks, man. Appreciate your opinions. Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. I think the real world use, of course, in a sense, I mean, not necessarily like full real world use in the fact that like it necessarily solves a problem, but at the end of the day, like I truly think that I think that anything that has something going on behind it other than just hype will likely have a higher chance to succeed than others. But at the end of the day, I still hold true to, I think like only maybe 5% of the altcoins that we see coming to the market will be successful in the long run. So it's kind of just like, it's all speculation at the end of the day. But once we do get even more like developments from them, I think we'll get a truer picture of where it'll go. But no, I do have a video coming out on Slam Token very soon, so definitely stay tuned for that. Also, before we even get into it, I posted a video yesterday where I was like all dressed up, and I didn't realize that I look dead on camera all the time. So I apologize for that. Everyone's like, wow, Tyler, you look like you're actually leaving the house for the first time in your life. I'm like, geez, I didn't realize that I've been freaking looking all bummy on here. So sorry. But, okay. All right, let's see. Let's jump back into this. I've begun to become more interested in Ethereum. Oh, I love Ethereum, dude. From your knowledge, what do you think the coin and its future potential in terms of price within the next couple of years? I truly believe Ethereum will hit 10,000 within the next 2 or 3 years. People say by the end of the year. I mean, that's possible, but I tend to be a little bit more conservative with my guesses, and my guess is that within the next, let me make sure I can see this, cool. Within the next 2 or 3 years, we might see that 10,000 mark. I just think it's phenomenal. You know, I think the blockchain within itself is amazing, and I think about the fact that, like, whenever it comes to Ether alone, that's just like one of so many different applications that it can have. It's like there's so much usage that I can only imagine as crypto grows that Ethereum will grow as well. Now, do I ever think it'll outpace price-wise Bitcoin? Probably not, but you never really know what the future holds, right? Do I have to keep Spore, Eclipse, SafeMoon, Bonfire, and NFTR Finance? What are your thoughts on short and long term? I'm not 100% sure what you mean by, like, do you have to? But I guess just kind of more in oh wait, hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna get to Julius in a second. So what I would say about all of these short-term ones is you got to understand, like, what exactly, like, whenever you buy it, right? Did you buy it for the short term or long term? That's something you definitely need to establish before you even buy it, right? Like, okay, am I getting it for the short term or am I getting it in the long term? What I would honestly say about all of those is they're all speculative. Everyone, SafeMoon, NFTR, we're still speculating at the end of the day. And I have a video coming out that soon. Like, I think SafeMoon, of all of them, has the most potential. I would say, like, of that list, that Spore probably has the least potential, just because we don't have enough information about them yet. But at the end of the day, like, you got to kind of just think about it in a sense, like, do I truly believe it'll go up? If I truly think it'll go up, then what am I going to do? If it doesn't go up, am I going to buy more? Am I just going to kind of wait it out? What exactly am I going to do? And then once you can answer some of those questions, then you decide, all right, am I going to stay in this? Am I not going to stay in this? So it kind of just depends. You know, I think it's applicable to everyone. It depends on your risk. If you're down like 70, 80% on maybe Spore, then it might be worth just cutting your losses and getting out. So I don't want to answer that too specifically, but you know how that goes. Let's see. What are your thoughts on make sure. I always double check. Okay. Let's see. Cool. All right. What are your thoughts on the current SafeMoon dip? Looks like whales are bailing out. I'm on the fence if I should buy the dip or just sit tight. I love it. I love it. I love when the whales get out. That's what I want. Okay. Because I think it's super duper important oh, wait, hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to get right back to that one. I got to answer Julius real quick. Oh, it's perfect. It is literally like the same question. Is the downclimb of SafeMoon normal at the moment? Okay, beautiful. It's like the same question. I get to answer it all at once. So whenever it comes to what we're seeing from SafeMoon, I'm totally okay with it. I really do like it. Hey, Red Bull, let's not spam. But whenever it comes to the dip that we are seeing with, these different, hold on, I got to mute a few peeps. Gosh darn it. Didn't want to have to do this, but there we go. Give me 1 second, people. I don't want to, I got to be able to see the chat. Okay, there we go. So one thing that I will say with SafeMoon, and as I'm totally okay with it, I'm totally okay with seeing the dip that we're seeing right now. The reason that I say that is going to be because for the long-term success of SafeMoon, we need some of these whales out, okay? Because we have to consider the fact, if we cut this thing down into like maybe low trillions to billions of coins, I mean, these whales will own like 80% of it. So if some of these whales want to get out right now before the truly bigger developments, like with the wallet, with the app, with the exchange, when all of that goes into effect, if they want to get out now, I honestly say let them. I'd rather take the risk of this thing going down and not recovering than this thing going up and like 3 whales own 70% of SafeMoon. And that's a very, very big problem with SafeMoon that I've addressed on this channel before, right? So with that, I'm personally gonna wait this one out. The reason I say that is I'll go ahead and I'll pull up the chart here. This dip that we're seeing at the very moment, this is always so weird how it looks, but the dip we're seeing at the moment, you know, it's not necessarily like the absolute worst, but what I would say is that it's starting to get to a point that you can never really tell where it's going. And so I've been trying to buy a little bit more as it has been consolidating. And so with that, I'm just going to kind of wait this one out and I'm going to see. I'm just going to kind of sit on it. You know, at the end of the day, one thing that I say a lot, right, and that I think is super duper important to everyone who is investing or anyone who is trying to make some gains on these different projects is that you got to understand that even though you truly do love a company or you do love a project or you do love anything like that, that it's super duper important to understand that there's other companies out there, right? And I think that's one thing we always get a little bit caught up on is like we get so excited about SafeMoon, or we get so excited about back in the day like HCMC. We get so excited about those things that we don't consider the fact that there's other places that we can put our money, right? I think diversifying is very important. I think diversifying in this space is very, very important because, like I said, I don't think that many altcoins are going to be successful. I think some have potential to do okay, but when true success comes into talk, I don't think that many of them are going to be successful. So with that being said, SafeMoon, I'm going to kind of wait it out, and I'm going to look, let's see, where's some other places we can put our money. I've been buying a lot of Ethereum. I've been trying to get some more Bitcoin. I've been struggling with Coinbase all week. They won't take any of my payment methods, which makes no sense. If anyone has a reason as to why Coinbase won't take any payment method that I apply, please let me know in the live stream. But with that, like, at the end of the day, I'm just kind of waiting this one out, just to kind of quickly, or not even really quickly, answer your question there. All right, let's see. My thoughts about Elongate. I think that their donation, I think that what all they have going on is phenomenal. I think like how they run these little events and everything will get them very far. But at the end of the day, I still, again, I haven't gone so far deep into them to have a true opinion. That's what Research Today Saturday is for. So that's number one on my list. On my list right now, I have Elongate, and then I know secondly I have Slam, and then third I have a few other ones that we're gonna check out. So we'll do that. New to the crypto world. Oh, this is a good question. New to the crypto world are coins with initial growth phases like NFT art finance and Spore regular weekly occurrences. For now. And that's one thing I really do want to address in a video that I'm dropping very, very soon, is it's for now. Okay, so, oh wait, hold on. I'm going to answer that question in 1 second. Let's see. Dogefather, BSC, liquidity locked. Oh, that's great. Okay, if Dogefather locked liquidity, that's good. Nate Mueller, thank you for the $5 donation, my friend. Much, much appreciated. And yeah, Dogefather is actually on my list of things to check out right now. It's like number 4, number 5. So it's Research Day Saturday, so we'll definitely check it out. Hey guys, I'm not a super big fan of the moon, the moon one that y'all are spamming right now. So let's stop that one. Okay. I don't like the name. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a super not big fan of the name. So let's go ahead and not post that one anymore. Okay. Much appreciated. Dogefather, BSC, join the Telegram. Yeah, no, I'm definitely checking out Dogefather again. Peck. Oh my God. Jeez. Okay. Thank you for the $5 donation, my friend. Much, much, much appreciated. And yeah, just one more time, guys, with the moon, the word, no, let's not do that. I'll mute anyone who posts that one. Just being fully honest with you. I'm not a fan of that. So with that, which question was I answering? Let me go back. So one thing that I will say is that for now, whenever it comes to like, hold on, I'll get Jason. I'll jump back right to you in a second. So whenever it comes to with these big growth arises that we see, okay, I think that right now they're going to just continue to happen because there's so much hype, right? We saw it in the penny stock space, and it's going to happen for now. And I think there's really, really big money to be made within these quick rises like we saw with Spore. And then there could be long-term potential afterwards, but they always have the same pattern, up, down. I mean, it's almost every single time. And we very rarely see an altcoin get a lot of popularity, go up, stay up, and just start slowly going. No, it's always up, down, crash, and slowly rise or slowly fall. So with that, I would say like for now, yeah, I think it'll continue to be regular, but it's going to stop at some point. Let's see. Okay, let's get back to Jason. Hey, Tyler, is full send on your radar? If so, thoughts? Jason DeRoss, thank you very much for the donation, my friend. $5 donation. Much, much appreciated. Full send is definitely on my radar. One thing I do have to be careful about a little bit is that some of these cryptos that kind of revolve around these styles, we have to be careful with because you never necessarily know how long they can actually go. But it's definitely on my radar. I haven't looked into it enough because I have been busy researching some other ones. But what I will say is it's definitely on my radar, and I definitely think there can definitely be gains to be made. I will say that for sure. Okay. All right. And we're gonna, okay, let's go ahead. Let's jump back into the thing. Again, everybody, yeah, I'm glad you kind of slowed down with the moon blank UNT one. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't like that word. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's jump back into it. Do you think Spore will have a chance to go back up? We talked about that one a little bit earlier. It has broken through all local supports. Yes, I do agree. Okay, I have also noticed that pretty much the entire market skyrocketed around March, April. Maybe a dumb question, but what caused that? Just hype. just excitement, right? Like, so one thing that I think did very, and I'm going to jump to crypto Brazil in a second here. So what I will say is that we saw many celebrities talking about it, but one aspect that I think really contributed to the big rise in altcoins and everything like that is the descendants of penny stocks. And I don't think people actually realize how much of an effect it played. But one thing I will say as a creator that's been within this space for a minute is I noticed all of the attention that penny stocks had, and like with GameStop and GME, or GME and AMC and all that, it transferred into altcoins. It transferred over to crypto because people got into this mindset of like, oh, I'm trying to make money as fast as I possibly can, which could definitely be detrimental to people in the long term, because I think that it's a very short-term mindset to have. Like, oh, I'm going to try to make money like we made on GameStop or AMC or with penny stocks. So with that being said, like, I think, yeah, that there's been some growth, but my expectance is that we're going to start to see it slow down again. And as we have seen with a lot of them. So overall, the big rise that we saw is just a lot of excitement and people looking for the next, like, oh, what can I make some quick money on? The issue with it is the crypto space is 100% a lot more risky than we saw with a lot of those. All right, let's go ahead and let's jump over into the some of these super chats here. Okay, so what do you think about Mario? They are close to getting listed on CG. Oh, that's sick. Okay, so I actually haven't, I don't want to say I haven't heard of Mario, but I've gotten emails about Mario, which was kind of strange. Now, one thing that I will say is that anytime I get emails about a coin too much, I start to think that there is something not fishy about it, but it's kind of like there's some type of big spamming of bots, because it was like bot related emails, and so with that I kind of did stray away from it. But if there is actually something interesting going on there, I will definitely check it out. So Crypto Brazil, if that is the case, I will definitely go ahead, I'll add it to my list real quick, and then I'll give it a look. I'll let you all know what I think. So let's go ahead, let's scroll back down and let's see what all we may have missed. So next up, we have another super chat from Luis. I remember, Luis, you've been in here a few times. I absolutely remember you. I remember you from the last live stream. So Luis, thank you for the $10 donation again, my friend. He says, thank you, Tyler. Dogefather BSC has extreme potential. Yeah, I'm going to check out Dogefather. I've gotten way too many messages to not. Now, what I will say is that it does seem like it seems like there's going to be a pretty big dump on it at some point. You know, I don't know if it has dumped yet, and I haven't checked it out enough. But I think that we've been seeing the hype growing, and we always know what comes right after that. Okay, so just be super careful, everyone. Be super careful. And I actually am taking a new direction with my channel this week. Somewhat, kind of, sort of. And I'm going to make that announcement later in the stream. Okay, let's see. We got a super chat from Chris Ennis. Now, he gives a £5 donation, so much appreciated for that. He says, so I'm new, and my aim is to gain enough to take my wife and kids to Disney. That's awesome. Okay, I love that. Disney World is sick. I haven't been to Disney in a very long time. I'd love to go to Disney. I want to go to Disney. Can I come? Can I come with y'all? Okay, so I have around £5. Which coins would you suggest? What's your thoughts on refinable? Okay. All right. Chris, I really do appreciate the donation, my friend. Of course, as per usual, this is what I will say. That you have to be very, very, very careful within this space. Okay. This space is a 50-50 that you will make a good bit or lose a good bit. You are consistent no matter what we're talking about. Whether we're talking about SafeMoon, NFTR Finance, any of them, some of them may have more potential than others, but at the end of the day, they're all still speculative. And I say it time and time and time again. I like to be honest, and I like to give my honest opinion on it. My honest opinion, it's a 50-50. So what I will say is at the moment, there aren't any that I'm looking at like, okay, I think that's about to gain a lot of momentum. So with that being said, I don't necessarily have any coins. Now I could talk some investments, but whenever, or like long-term investments, but I know you're trying to make some quick change. So with that being said, I don't necessarily have any at the moment that I'm looking at like, oh, that might rise really fast soon. And of course, if I do get any, I will post about it. My thoughts on Refinable, go check out the last video that I did post on them. I've made like a kind of like a 3-video series on the whole situation. Personally, I'm not a fan. I feel like there's a lack of acceptance of responsibility for some of the things that happen, and it felt disrespectful to the community. So I personally am not a super big fan of Refinable, but at the end of the day, that's just my opinion. Nick Hartley with the £10 donation, much appreciated, my friend. Guys, dang it, we got the golly, I don't like that word. All we need is you. Check it out. Charitable Unruggable Networking Token. Check it out. So yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I'm not gonna lie though, Nick, and I do appreciate the donation. Don't get it wrong. But one thing that I will say is I probably wouldn't bring it to my channel personally, just because the name is very outlandish in a way, and like I can't make a thumbnail with that name in there. I don't want to get demonetized or anything like that, and that's why I'm not saying it right now. So I'll definitely check it out. I'll let you guys know what I think about it. But when it comes to me bringing it to my channel, I probably would not do so. So yeah, just kind of how I'm feeling. So Hen Hus with the 50 NOK. What's NOK? What currency is that? Donation. Thank you very much, my friend. And says, can you check out Doge Father BCS? Yeah, so I think later towards the end of the stream, I'm actually gonna go from crypto to crypto and check out some of these one. I do have Trius, which is one that was recommended to me earlier. So I'm gonna check them out. I'll check out Mario and I'll check out Doge Father a little bit more. But again, we'll do that a little bit further in the stream after we stop answering some of these questions. Now, let's see if that was about it. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump into a few more of my my Patreon posts. Just going to see if we got any more questions. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to open up questions to the public and I will start answering anything that you guys want me to talk about. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to double check to see if we have any more new questions from my Patreon members. I'm going to update you all about something from my Patreon, and then we will also get into some more stuff. Okay, so we do have some more questions. Let's get into them. Now, let's see. When do you know it's time to exit a trade? So that's a great question. Fantastic question. Morris, another good question from you. Thank you, my friend. Or Maurice. I don't want to butcher that. So whenever it comes to how exactly I know when I want to exit a position, it always comes down to what my game plan going into it was, right? So whenever I think, okay, I want to get on a position, but I'm not 100% sure whether or not that I want to hold it long-term, short-term, or, you know, anything like that. It kind of, hey, I'm super duper serious. I'm gonna start putting these in timeout, guys. I really don't like those. Okay, like the moon name with the moon emoji and UNT behind it. I can't really get behind the name. So anyway, whenever it comes to knowing when to get out, it always comes down to when I want to, like, what was my game plan? So, like, for example, with SafeMoon. So SafeMoon was one I knew. I was like, I think they have a lot of long-term potential. I'm still speculating that they'll do anything. It's all speculation. But I think that as time goes forward, that there is it becomes less speculative and more of just a gamble. Like, okay, like, is it actually going to hold up to its true potential? And so with that, like with SafeMoon, for example, I'm just going to hold that one and I'm just going to see where it goes because I truly think that there's a lot of potential there. But then there's some, like, say, what we saw with Spore Finance, right? Earlier, I didn't get into it, but I could have. Whenever I made my first video, it went up like 4 or 5x from the time I made my video to like over the next 48 hours. I said right then and there, I was like, I could just throw $50 in and just try to trade this one, but I thought there was better places for me to put my money, which there was, and there were some investments that I wanted to buy and some things like that, so I was like, okay. But with that one, for example, what I do personally is I set percentage goals. So like, I'll go in and I'll say, I'm going to try to make a 50% gain on this, and I will sell it as soon as I hit 50%, no matter what happens. And so it always just comes through, you know, it's all more about less of what specific number it is, and at what point do you become so stressed out that you're in such a great gain that if you started to lose some, that it would be hurtful. You know, like say if you put $100 in, it goes up to 300. If after 300 you're stressed out staring at that thing every single day, that's probably a good time to get out. That's kind of how I feel about it. All right. Let's see. Alrighty, man, the Doge Father army is crazy right now, eh? Alright, let's go ahead. I did get a super chat from Nick Hartley again. Cheers. At least check out the white paper. The name is a purpose. I know it's a bad name, but it's for a good charity. Yeah, that's just so interesting, right? So Nick Hartley, thank you again for the $5 donation. All love every single day. But with that, one question that I do have is what exactly, if someone could fill me in with the moon, and I'm just gonna say the moon. We'll go with that. What charity are they doing it with? I'll definitely go check that out. Because I feel like that is going to be very, very hard to publicize, and that's going to be very hard to market because that is a very offensive name, right? So, you know, there are definitely some things there. But Nick, of course, thank you very much, my friend. Alrighty, let's see here. We got a super chat from Super Lejera Super with a $5 donation. Much appreciated, my friend. Saying SafeMoon has Times Square billboard now. Do they really? I've been super duper busy. I haven't been catching up on anything. Do they really have a Times Square billboard? I don't think it's crazy. Like, I don't think that's like the biggest thing in the world, but I do think that's great for marketing. I mean, that's absolutely fantastic for marketing. Edward Noe Geronimo with a $9.99, and I'm not 100% sure what that currency is, donation, so I really do appreciate it, my friend, saying Dogefather BSC to the moon. Man, I'm gonna have to check it out. I can't ignore it. I simply cannot ignore it after all of this excitement. All right, let's go back down here. Let's see what's going on. Slim with the HK $25 donation. Much appreciated. Saying, have you ever heard of Polymoon? Safe Moon, but like built on Matic. Looks like it's very hot now. No, I have not actually heard that one before. I can give it a check. We'll check it out towards the end of the stream, but for sure. So, Slim, much appreciated, my friend, for the $25 donation. All love to you. Yeah, Slim, let me know if there's anything specifically that you want me to check out for him, and towards the end of the stream here, we'll give it a look. There we go. All right. I know we love Dogefather, but don't spam. Like, if you're an individual person like Zaid right now, try not to spam the same message too much. Now, if everyone's spamming it, it's okay, but don't like if everyone's posting it like once, that's okay, but don't like Dimitri. I'm gonna have to go ahead and slow you down, man. I'm gonna have to slow you down, guys. Powerade from Sonic, top tier. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So the moon one is supporting women's charities and cancer research. The community vote every month for the next 10 years, plus an IDO project is happening behind the scenes. But just why such an offensive name if it's that's why I get confused. You know, it's a super duper offensive name to women typically. So like, why make it that? You know, like I don't necessarily understand it, but hey, if that is the case and they are helping with that, fantastic, absolutely amazing. That's 20 USD converted. Here's another one. Oh, hey, Edward, thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. Okay, yeah. Hey, Edward, where is that from? You don't have to super chat me to tell me where that's from. I'll probably see it in the chat. Where's that currency from? But no, all love to you. And yeah, again, I see he loves the Dogefather, so all love, man. Thank you. Alrighty, let's see if there's anything. Brad Clark with a Canadian $5 donation saying, your opinion on High Tide's current stock pressure. Love the stock and company. I look forward to their future. I love High Tide. I don't care. I'm not going to lie. High Tide stock within itself, that's one of the penny stocks that I respect so much because they are doing such a fantastic job of utilizing the assets and using the resources that they have to create an overall empire. I mean, I think there are 85 plus stores right now. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I love them. I think they're fantastic. I think in the long run, that'll turn out to be an amazing investment. And I am never, ever selling my shares of High Tide. And that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Ooh. Man, I'd like to be able to change the thumbnail for this live stream right now, but I don't know how to do it without having to log onto my computer. Let's see if there's a way I can do this. No, I can't. Gosh darn it. It's okay. All right, let's get back into some of these. Let's see what's going on, and then we'll jump back, maybe answer a few more questions. So, Crypto Brazil with another $5 donation. All love. Thank you very much, my friend. And he says, I know NFT ART is in that phase where people doubt a lot. I think the way the project grew was not expected. What is your expectation? Absolutely 100%. You are very correct with that. I think that they didn't think it would gain momentum as fast as it did, and once it gained momentum, that they had to speed up their process a lot faster than they anticipated. And with that, I think it did put a lot of pressure on the team, and I think they've performed phenomenally. Now, at the end of the day, you guys know how it is. You can never say, oh, this means that it's definitely going to do this, or this means that it's definitely going to do that. But I think that going forward, it's starting to establish even more credibility that increases its potential. Okay. And I never say that these are good long-term investments. I say that they have good long-term potential. And there's a strong difference between those two that I'll highlight in the future. But Crypto Brazil, 100% agree with that question. Make sure that I am not missing anything crazy. All right, Nate Mueller with another $5 donation. Much appreciated, man. Says that Dogefather BSC, Dogefather.space, liquidity locked. Zaid excited because we're going to 100x this week. Man, that'd be crazy if Dogefather does 100x this week, isn't it? Now, is Dogefather the one where everyone's super excited about it over the over Elon Musk being on Saturday Night Live, or am I mistaken those? But Nate, thank you very, very much for the donation, man. You know I always do appreciate it. All love. See it. Oh, Nick Hartley with another one. Okay, Nick Hartley, let's see what's up. Our goal is to generate as much awareness through fighting those that refuse to acknowledge the good work we are doing simply because of a word. Let me read. Okay. Our goal is to generate as much awareness through fighting those that refuse to acknowledge the good work we are doing simply because of work. I mean, I get it. Like, I get what the idea is, you know, I guess, and you know, Nick, of course, thank you very much for the £5, dude. All love. I guess the only thing I meant was in a sense of kind of like, don't you think people might, how do I explain this? Like, they might not, like me personally, like earlier in the stream, I personally was 100%, I wasn't even going to look into it because at the end of the day, the name is very offensive. And I think that a lot of people would get that same way and they might not even do their research or look into it whatsoever. And I think that that could be not good, you know, publicly in a sense, because I don't think that could ever go mainstream. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't imagine like some, like people talking about it on the news, and like YouTubers were obviously not going to be able to talk about it. So that's kind of where I guess I get kind of just lost in the idea of the publicity. But no, again, Nick, I hope that is the case, and I hope that everything does go well, and that there is a lot of research that is done, and that of course that, you know, there's some benefit from it. I'd absolutely love that. Got one more. Let's go back up. I don't miss no super chats. I knew I saw it. T-Dot Gaming. Someone just sold $9 million worth of Safe Moon around 2:21 Eastern, so it's like 1:21 here. Ooh, was I live? No, I wasn't live. Okay, I might have seen that one. Price dropped like crazy. I think I did see that it recovered a bit, though. Oh, no, it did not. Okay. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah, that thing just dropped like friggin' rock. So what I will say is right now, that thing, we need to definitely pay attention to see how this handles this right now, because it could start another downtrend, which, hey, you never know how that's going to go. But I'll look into the technical analysis in a little bit here as we do get through some of these more questions. But T-Dot Gaming, of course, you know I do appreciate the super chat, my friend. All love to you. With that though, if that was a $9 million worth of Safe Moon, that was a big whale, and I'm okay with that. I'm still okay with it. I will consistently say it over and over again that I will take some short-term losses to see these whales get out if that is going to be what is going to work for the long run. I've seen this question a few times. What do you look at when you see a new coin? How to tell it's legit and not a rug pull? Well, that's interesting. I know I have a video coming out about it, but I guess, so just in brief, like, I always want to go look. So, like, how do I explain this? I want to go look and I want to see how much effort was put in. That's always one that kind of draws my attention. So like, if it looks like something that's just really quick thrown together with not much effort, yeah, that's definitely weird to me. I think with a lot of these new age coins, we have to look to see if there was any, like, if we know who's running this show, because if we don't know who's running the show, I mean, it's just easier to rug pull in my opinion. Things like that. If they actually have some type of motive, if they're just copycatting, if all of their script and all of their things in which they're promoting, if it's just directly from someone else, of course, that's pretty clear and obvious it's a rug pull. I think that even if something might not necessarily be a rug pull, but I don't think it has real potential if it's copying like names. So like, I don't personally think that Safe Mars is going to do that well in the long term, just because they're so similar to Safe Moon. And so just for those type of things, I guess with that being said, like, those are just a few. Those are brief, but I have a video coming out like identifying scams and everything like that. Let's see. Check out 420X. It is the next gem. Unknown with the $2 donation. All love, my friend. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Let's check it out. I'm going to add that one to the list. And then after we get through some of these questions here, we will definitely go ahead and do that. Let me type on this thing, man. Okay. Let's see. I don't miss any super chats. You guys know that. Alrighty. Give me 1 second. I saw one, but I don't miss it. There we go. Polymoon.org started 2 days ago. Love your work. Keep it up. Okay, Slim. Yeah, I'll definitely go check it out. I know you did tell me that one, so we'll go ahead. Polymoon. And we'll go ahead and we'll check that one out as well. So, Slim, thank you very, very much, my friend. Okay, so I think what I'm going to go ahead and do, so I have 5 cryptos that I have to look at here. So we're going to look at those in a little bit here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to finish answering some of these questions from the Patreon, and then I am going to, let's see. And then I am going to answer some questions from the public chat. And then we are going to go ahead and do that. That's going to be the game plan. So we'll answer 2 more. Let's see. The way, okay, that's a good question. I'm going to avoid that word. All of these coins are really annoying. I find it hard to know who to trust. Everyone wants to get in on day one, but every 5 minutes, another rug pull. How do you get in on day one of these coins without losing all the money you set aside to play/use on blank coins with? So what I would say, whenever it comes to that issue there, hey, I'm going to have to go ahead and slow you down, man. I don't like having to slow us down, man. But if you're spamming a little too much, I gotta slow you down. Oh, hold on 1 second. I got a message from Denise Barajas. Denise, you sound familiar. I feel like I might know you. I'll get back to the Patreon question in 1 second, just because this chat is gonna go away in a second here. Hola, buenas tardes from Arizona. ¿Cómo estás? I know you warned SafeMoon about their tone addressing Binance. Thoughts after getting called out by CEO? I think that was not like a final warning, but like a stop. I think that was a very, very clear stop now. And so hopefully they get the message. Because, yeah, like you said, I said in the video, I was like, y'all better chill out. Like, Binance is going to get aggravated, and it seems like that's exactly what happened. But hopefully, I think that if Binance had no interest in SafeMoon, they wouldn't have even issued a warning. They would have just blacklisted them right there. So I think it's not the worst thing ever. Okay, and also, so whenever it comes to how to get in on some of these coins on day one without losing everything, is having a strategy. And that is like by far one of the most important things that you can absolutely do whenever you're investing, trading, anything like that. Over the last, say, necessarily year, I've been developing my strategy, and I'm still doing so. You know, I'm not perfect. I lose money. I've gained money. You know, I've done that time and time again. So with that, whenever it comes to how do I do it? So what I do is it's a thing called dollar cost averaging, and I know a lot of you will know what it is, but just a brief, idea is, say you're going to put $1,000 in. You put $1,000 to the side, and you're going to go in and you're going to see, okay, what do I want to put in? I'm going to put $1,000 in. What I'll do is I will put in maybe $30 or 30%, which is going to be, of course, $300. And I put it in initially, and I see where it goes. If it continues upward, okay, well, at that point, I might as well just let this thing ride, and then I'll keep my other money for something else. Or what I'll do is if it starts to drop and I'm determined, like, okay, I have $1,000 that I will just put money into, I will start to average my way down, because the lower your average cost gets, like how much you spent per coin or per crypto or whatever, or per stock, whether you're in the stock market, that's going to be absolutely phenomenal due to the fact that it allows you to average down, and it takes a lot less for you to recover some of those losses. So not going all in at once is very important. And I think that going through the motions of understanding, like, okay, what's my strategy and what will I do in each one of these circumstances and situations, super duper important. Also, can we get this thing to 100 likes? That'd be absolutely fantastic. No, can we get this thing to 150 likes? There's 350 of us in here. I know we can do it. Let's go ahead. Let's throw 75 more likes up on that thing, and let's see 150 likes here. Joseph MB with a $2 donation. Oh, love my friend. He says, thoughts on Slam token. So like I did say earlier, whenever it comes to Slam token, I kind of mentioned them a little bit. What I would say is that I think that Slam token, of course, has a lot of potential. I think all of these altcoins that have some more usage, like there's actual reasons to have the coin, I think that's super duper important. One thing that I do say with Slam is I think that the potential is somewhat limited, but until they can figure out ways to expand it out of their platform within the platform. But with that, I think that since there's some usage there, that it'll have more potential due to the fact that it's not just moving off of hype, right? There's actually some usage, like we've talked about. So with that, I think that's important, of course. That's absolutely very important. So I like it. At the end of the day, I think Slam token, is interesting, but I think altcoins, it's just all speculation still, right? It's all speculation still. I'll give you a like if you say sorry for timing me out. I can't, man. No spamming. It's hard to read the chats. I got 350 people all excited. Let's check out SafeMoon. Everyone's excited. We'll see what they're up to, and then I'll maybe answer a few more questions from there should be a Tyler coin. Now I can get behind that. No, I can't actually, because don't want to get flagged. Let's see. So these were the two levels that I didn't want to see it fall through. Okay, and it has done so. But what I would say is that I would be pretty surprised if we don't see this thing recover back up to at least this level here. Now, will it maintain? I have no idea. But I'm gonna go to, let's go candles. Let's go, yeah. So what I would say, I think it was, that was a pretty big dump, but I think a lot of people might use that as a buying opportunity. We'll kind of see where it goes. Guys, I think that's, like, listen, okay, we need to talk. All right, so, like I was saying earlier, okay, whenever it comes to something like SafeMoon, and I feel like I might have missed Robert? Okay, and I'll get back to you in a second, Robert. No doubt. Appreciate your donation, of course. Give me 1 sec. So, whenever it comes to SafeMoon, guys, like I was mentioning earlier, understand something like this. The more whales that we have with millions and millions of dollars of SafeMoon, the harder it is going to be for this thing to really grow. Okay, because we have to consider something. The more shares that they hold on to, and the more shares that they're kind of just hoarding right now, we're not going to be able to burn them until they get sold, obviously, and then some of them get burned. And we're not going to be able to really expand this thing out and see some true price growth, because think about it. I mean, if we were to burn down, like I said earlier, to maybe like 500 billion tokens or something like that, I mean, they would own like 70%, 80% of SafeMoon, like all of it. So, like, at the end of the day, I think it's super duper important, right? So I think that with this, give me 1 second. My roommate is calling me for some reason here. So with that, I think it's super duper important that we're starting to see some of these different whales get out, because I'm sorry about that. My roommate was locked out of the house, but he's all good. So with that, I think it's super important that as we do see some of these whales get out, it will allow us to see a lot more flexibility with SafeMoon within itself. So yeah, if we see some short-term drop, it's okay, in my opinion. I don't necessarily think it's the absolute worst, because I think we're at that point with SafeMoon that it's going to stop moving off of hype, and it's going to start moving actually when there's some fundamental value added. And so with that, it's not that big of a deal for me personally, at least. Okay. Better be drink. Yeah, of course I'm drinking Blue Powerade. I love Blue Powerade, dude. Look at that. And I got that Route 44 on me too. That big thing. All right. Alrighty. Let's see what we got in the chat. Alrighty. I'm gonna double check. Is my tongue blue? That's not fun. Oh, my tongue is blue. Anyway. Okay. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Are there any more questions? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna open up the chat to some questions. Now, what I will say, guys, I know we are super duper excited, but as you are kind of just spamming a whole bunch of different tokens, I'm not able to see any of the real questions, and it does get a little bit hard. But I understand the excitement. Edward Geronimo from earlier, what's your say around the issue with SafeMoon and Warren Ruggs? I think what Warren Ruggs did was clout chasing. I wasn't a super big fan of it. I think that the way that they went about it was just a little bit unprofessional in a sense, and I think that they caused a lot of issues for almost no reason, right? Like, I think they caused a lot of big hype for something that could have been handled differently. So I'm not a super big fan of that. But, at the end of the day, what exactly can you do? So Richie Rich. Let's see. So are you bullish on SafeMoon? I think SafeMoon has potential, and I will be holding my shares. That's what I will say. Let's see. Hey, Tyler, if you can communicate with NFT ART, can you please let them know I messaged them a fake account with a larger following them that is ruining their image? Oh, that's not good. Is that on Twitter? I don't know anything about Astronaut Coin. And I will look into Ford 20X real soon here. Will ETH go back down because I want to buy the dip before it goes up? I mean, there's a chance. Like you can never really know. My guess is that with how much it has been growing, likely we will see it slow down eventually. But you never really know how much it's going to slow down or when it'll slow down, right? So you might see it go up 20% more, then drop 10%. And then at the end of the day, you still missed out on gains. So I personally, if I really want to get in on something, I don't really wait too long. I don't really wait for the, for a dip. I'll just kind of get in and then buy more when it does dip. So that's kind of just allocating your money in the right times, right places type of thing. Much support, Tyler. You're great. Brandon, man, thank you. You're great, man. Thank you. All love. Why did NFT art dump? Whales. Buy the rumor, sell the news. What do you think about Doge, Father? We'll look in them in a little while. Maybe so. Signs of rug pull or exit scam patterns lessons. Good one, Robert. Thank you. Thank you for the question, Robert, and thank you for the donation, of course. So one thing I will say, signs of a rug pull. I would say the clearest three things that I look for that I won't talk about on the channel because they have high likelihoods of being rug pulls are a few things. A lack of transparency. And now let me clarify why I say that, okay? Because a lot of people are like, well, we don't know who the creator of Bitcoin is. And I think that's fair. That's very true. And Bitcoin went through a lot of stuff. And there was a lot of speculation and a lot of talks like, oh, Bitcoin's a scam because we didn't know. And I think that's going to be the case forever, right? So the reason I say that is I think at this day and age, like we are seeing a lot more rug pulls and we are seeing a lot more people lose money due to the fact that like there's a lot of I don't want to say like inexperienced. I would say inexperienced is a good word. Like there's a lot of inexperienced traders and investors who are easily fooled in the market nowadays. And the reason I think that it's important that we kind of get some transparency of who's behind the scenes is because it makes it harder for a rug pull to be pulled off without any type of backlash, right? Because at the end of the day, like someone can consistently be doing rug pulls time and time and time again, and we don't even know who they are, and so they can keep doing it. But realistically, if we know behind the scenes and they do a rug pull per se, and then we see them pop up on another crypto, well, we can be like, that's the same person. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the thought process that I go. So a lack of transparency, I would say that if there's a lack of proof, so if there's no proof that there's any progress being made, then that's when I will absolutely just not talk about it anymore, because at the end of the day, you can say all these things, you can say what you're doing, but if you're not proving us that there's actual work being done, then I don't think that that's a good sign, right? So those are just a few things that I look for before I get into one. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, sick. Ezoption90 with a $5 donation. Thank you very much, my friend. And he says, hey, Tyler, what do you think about milk and butter tokens? It's a charity coin who are partners with Food for Life. Yo, really? No. Okay, now I actually haven't heard for them, but I have heard of Food for Life. So that'd be actually cool. Now, if that is hold on. I actually want to take a look at that because I really do like these different charity projects, and I want to talk about some more of them on my channel. What I'm going to start talking on my channel is like, I want to start talking about some different projects in cryptos that aren't even that exciting, like whenever it comes to like hype, but some that actually have good causes. So hopefully, like if anyone gets in from my video, which I don't suggest, but if anyone gets the message and they see the point of the cause, and if they can invest or if they can do anything and it helps with the cause, like I feel like that's me doing something good for the better good and at the end of the day too. So milk and butter token. Milk and butter token. I'll write in a notepad on my iPad, by the way. Okay. What has been your most profitable investment? It would probably be an investment into investment. I would say I'm invested in the Store Capital right now, and Store Capital is a real estate investment trust. It's a stock I used to talk about a lot, and I'm up like $6,000 or $7,000 on it right now. Man, I'm out of Powerade. God dang it. Oh, we got 156 likes. Next up, 200 likes. Can we make it happen, people? All right, let's see. Let's see what all is going on here. See what y'all got. And if you do want to send me in some questions, that is no problem at all. Oh, look at that. Sarah Bain Biotech. I haven't heard of them in a while. You did a video on Sarah Bain Biotech months back. What do you think now after recent press and all the scam comments? Man, Miles, I actually didn't know that was going on. I haven't been on the stock scene too much recently. I've been really diverse within the crypto community trying to learn some new stuff. And yeah, so I haven't really taken a look at it too much. But what's been going on with Sarah Bain Biotech? What kind of scam talk was there? That's interesting. Okay, so Risk Moon has the Moon name, which I don't like, but it's passed 2 audits and had a DeFi game. You can play for cash prizes. How bullish is that for you? Exciting, interesting, for sure. But the question is, What audits did they pass? Like who and what are the credibility behind that? Because I actually don't know. All right, I gotta go ahead. If anything is spammed, I will have to put you in timeout for just a quick minute. I gotta be able to see all these different messages. Thoughts on NFT art moving forward? I think as long as NFT art continues to update us on what exactly is going on behind the scenes, not everything, of course, that we're not entitled to know everything, but as long as they do keep us somewhat updated as the people who are invested into them, I think it's super duper. I think that'll be good, of course, and I think that we'll continue to get some of these different hype investors out, which is what I personally want. I sent a super chat. Oh no, did I miss one? I didn't see a super chat. Hey, god dang it, I don't know who that was. JMB010. I sent a super chat. Please take a look. I didn't see it, JMB. Definitely send me a message in the chat and I'll look for it. I didn't see your super chat. What do you think about Spore today? Do you think it will pump again? I think it could pump again, but I think the likelihood is a lot less likely than it was a few days ago, and I think it's even more of a risk now than it was then. What do you use for leads on cryptos? I use the community more than anything else at this point. I think like now that I have about 40,000 subscribers roughly, I do get a bit of a head start on a lot of different cryptos as they are starting to catch a lot of traction. So people let me know that, and I scour the internet. Like I'm just constantly going through different Twitters, Reddits, the internet, like the news, just things like that. Different forums where people are talking. Wherever people are talking, that's where I can gauge exactly what's starting to gain momentum to see what we might look at. What do you think about Hope Token? Karsten, thank you for the donation, my friend. I actually don't know too much about the Hope Token. I feel like it was mentioned in my last live stream, but I'm not 100% sure. So maybe, hey, Karsten, if you can send me in the chat a little bit of information about what exactly they do, maybe it'll refresh my memory. But as of now, I don't think I know too much about them. Can you make more money on crypto or stocks, and which one is easier to do? I would say crypto's more volatile. So I think crypto has bigger swings up and down, so you can make more, but you can lose more. But I would say that stocks are easier simply for the fact that I think they're a little bit more predictable, and I think that they like the regulations and everything like that provide us with a little bit more safety. DUUKI with a £2 donation. What do you think about cross-pad finance? Now, that is one that I actually did look into not too long ago. I feel like it was within the last 48 hours. It's interesting for sure. I think that it's an interesting thing that's coming around at the moment. It's personally not really just for me. But I definitely think that if they're capable of getting this thing going, there's some potential. There's some potential there. I will say that. But it's not necessarily the investment for me, for sure. But absolutely, of course, appreciate the £2 every single time. Tig M says, hi Tyler. Hello, my friend. Any news on Slam? No, I don't have any news on Slam at the moment, Miguel. Much appreciated for the $2 donation. Yeah, no, I don't have any news on Slam at the moment, but it is something that I have not necessarily looked into too much. Like I haven't, how do I explain it? Like I haven't been on the lookout for news. So with that being said, there could have been something brand new that I haven't seen, but I haven't seen too much with that. Hey, okay, yep, I'll look at Orfano. I'll look at Orfano a little bit later, Assad. We don't gotta spam. What happened to Safe Moon? A big well dump. A big old well dump. Killa with the $2.01 donation saying hashtag Risk Moon. Killa, do you like Risk Moon? I know that is one that I have been seeing in this chat a lot, so I can let me know it before. You guys know my memory is all weird sometimes. So I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to write that one down as well. Risk Moon. And I'll give that one a chat. Let's see. We'll go see what the game is talking about, and yeah, we'll see what that one's about for sure. Savar Chopra, would you do a review? Astronaut Coin or Leprechaun. So Astronaut Coin is one that I actually did see recently. It is one that I have been getting a lot of messages on. So yeah, if I'll give it a look, I'll check it out. If it looks interesting, I will definitely make a video on it. I am introducing 2 new cryptos and 4 new cryptos and 2. Let's see. How do I break it up? I said in the Patreon earlier. 4 new cryptos to the channel and 2 new stocks. That's what I was doing. I don't know it wasn't the other way around. I was like, not 4 new stocks. Yeah. So 4 new cryptos to the channel coming this week, and it's going to kind of just be based off of which ones I think are pretty interesting. What does whale dump means? Is that Oh, J Steve, I missed one. Hold on. Gotta go. Oh, there we go. Okay. J Steve with the $2 donation. All love, my friend. I'm sorry, I almost missed it, but someone in the chat had your back. So all love, man. He said, Eclipse still pumpable. Yeah, like I think we're past that big like fume phase where it absolutely shoots up, but I think that there is still some potential to see it grow in popularity, and then to see it grow, but pump wise, as in like a big 3x, 4x on like immediately, I wouldn't bet on it, personally speaking. Check out Risk Moon. Primed and ready. I got it. Okay, Chris Ball. You know what? That £5 donation, I absolutely appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, I'm gonna highlight that one. We're gonna take a look at it in a little bit here. We'll see what it's doing. If I do get any interesting information on them, hey, who knows? Maybe they will be on the channel soon here. Interesting. Okay, so Killer with the $2.02 donation this time, up to buy a cent. All love, my friend. He says Risk Moon equals NFT Marketplace, Deep Space, and Bitmart. Wow, I mean, that's a lot. Now, is it, okay, so Killer, so is Risk Moon something that's a little bit newer? Is it something that, is it something that's recently come around? Because I see the moon at the end of it, so that kind of makes me feel like it might be within the last month or so. Or is this something that's already somewhat established themselves? What do y'all think? Do SafeMoon, NFT Art Finance, and Bonfire tokens seem like the safest bet right now in the deflationary token space? Safe might not be the right word. I don't necessarily think that any of them are safe, right? I think it's all speculation. But I would say like your best bet right now, for now, probably so. Yeah, for now, probably so. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't necessarily use the word safe. I would say a best bet. For sure. Oh, that's sick. DUUKI says, thanks. By the way, I'm loving your channel. I'm trying to grow my stream on Facebook, and I wish I had half of your charisma. No, man, you absolutely got it, Doogie. What I want you to go ahead and do, dude, leave me a, drop your link or whatever you got in the chat. Hopefully I do see it. Maybe put it a few different times, and I'll pick that up, and I'm going to pin that thing. We're going to put you up there, man. We'll get you some people. We'll get you some love. It's all love from this side of town, and you guys know that, hey, I support y'all like y'all support me. So absolutely love it, man. Thank you. G-Boy hit the spot with a $1 donation. Didn't say anything, but it's all love, my friend, and I do appreciate the love in the dollar, my friend. He said, oh, I see G-Boy, I see it in the chat. What platform do you mainly use for leverage trading crypto? So not much really, man. All I've really been on recently has been Coinbase. I have Bitmart for SafeMoon. What else? Yeah, just those two. Just those two, really. I avoid Trust Wallet at all costs. Oh, that's a good question. B-Stack said, thanks. Also, what's the difference between investing in stocks and trading stocks? Which one do you make more money doing? I'm confused. There's a difference, and I know it's weird, but there's a difference. So what I think the difference between trading stocks and investing in the stocks is the motive. So what I call a trade is when you go into something with the intention of very specifically, like, I'm going to get in. I don't care what happens behind the scenes. I don't really care all too much about what's going on with it. I think the price is going to go up, so I'm just going to buy it in hopes that the price goes up for no specific reason. If there's no backing to it, right? So like say, if I'm looking at the technicals of a stock such as Tesla, I don't care what anything is, right? I'm looking at the technicals and I think some catalyst coming up is going to shoot this thing up. My goal is to get in and get out, whether that be in the next 6 months, a year, etc. That's why. And I consider that to be more of a trade. I consider trades to be like more short and midterm. What I think of when I think of investments, or what I classify as an investment, will typically be something that I'm investing into that has more of a purpose or a motivation, right? So I invest into say, for example, we could look at Tesla in a different way. I love Elon Musk. I think he's a fantastic person, and I like the idea behind the company. I think they're changing the world. I think that as they do go forward, they're going to be revolutionary. And it's more of a broad sense whenever I think of an investment. So I know that's just me personally speaking. That's not going to be the technical definitions, but that's kind of how I differentiate between my game plan of what I plan on doing when I go into a stock or a crypto, etc. So yeah, that's just that. What's your view on bots in the crypto and stock market? I hate them. They're annoying. I hate bots. G-Boy hit the spot with another $1 donation. Much love. Much appreciated, my friend. I hope I can answer your question well. Hey, I see Lisa H in the chat. What's going on, Lisa? Oh, man. I hate doing this. But I got to slow you down, man. Just got to slow you down. Alrighty. What do you think is the fastest way to earn money? Enter freshly coins and leave after 200% or stay long term? Okay, if we're just talking about earning money, not considering the risk and not considering the likelihood that it might fall and you lose everything, I would say trading for sure. Like trading things, you can probably make more money within the short term. But I think long term, investing into bigger projects or projects that actually have more potential typically does better for the long term. So short term, of course, trading, but long term, putting it into something that you think has more potential going for a while, I think that tends to pay off better because you're not assuming so much risk, and then there's not going to be so many big drops, right? Pinks Okami with the $5 donation. Thank you very much. Said, what's going on with SafeMoon? It seemed to be down 50%. People keep trying to make it seem like a scam. What do you believe, and is Bitmart safest to use? I use Bitmart personally, and I think every time we see a price drop in any crypto at any given point, everyone just kind of says it's a scam, and I don't think that's justifiable by the price drop because someone sold. You know, like people sell these things all day, and just because someone who had more shares sold, like, you know, I don't necessarily feel it, but you know, it's one of those things. You know, I think, like, how do I explain it? Like, we're gonna see these things go up, and we're gonna see them drop. We're gonna see big drops like these consistently happen every single month. I mean, we're gonna see drops like what we saw today happen we could probably see one like every week or two, right? Until we see some of these big whales get out of it, it's not gonna be. It's not going to be, there's no way I just missed another JMB one. Okay. And there's no way that we're going to be able to, stop it. And I think going forward, it's a good thing. So people calling it a scam over that, I just don't back it. But hey, people are going to say what they're going to say. And there's going to be people who want this thing to drop so they can buy some. And then there's going to be people who want this thing, who just hate it because they might have lost money off of it. And so they're just going to scream scam and hope everyone else kind of gets that. Because there's a lot of people who live in negativity, you know. JMB010 with the $2.29 donation. I'm sorry, man. I've been having bad luck seeing yours. Look at Safe Galaxy. Big things coming. Swap and staking. Okay, interesting. Yeah, JMB. No, I'll give that one a look. Let's Safe Galaxy. I'll write it in. Of course, thank you for the donation, homie. Much appreciated, man. Safe Galaxy. Let's get this down. Now, one thing that I will say is it does have the safe in the name, which I'm not a super big fan of. Alrighty. Blocks, Noodles, and Tribe. 3 altcoins I'm hoping will at least 10x soon. I've actually, crazy. So thank you for the $5 donation, Alaya. I've actually not heard of any of those. So you've just brought 3 new ones to my attention. But if they do have some potential, I'll write them down as well. Blocks, Noodles, and Tribe. No, I've actually heard of Tribe. I lied. I have actually heard of Tribe. I did not look into it, but I have heard of it. So I'll definitely give it a look. And yeah, I'll let you know what I think. That's awesome. Why don't you like Trust Wallet? I don't like Trust Wallet because Trust Wallet is just annoying. Like, I just consistently have issues with Trust Wallet, like, time and time and time again. I don't think it's like scammy or that you'll lose your money if you use it. I mean, there could be technical issues that cause you to lose your money. But I just don't. There's just issues. There's just so many random issues that just get so annoying, and I get super frustrated with it, and I just don't really prefer it that much, honestly. Aiden Brown with a $5 donation. Hey, Tyler, have you had a chance to look at Olive yet? No, let me see. Oh, I have Olive here. Olive is the 6th thing that I will be looking at. Today is Research Saturday. So all throughout the week, you guys consistently give me a whole bunch of different, things to look at. I make lists and I kind of go by how many people have told me to look at it. And Olive is actually number 6 on the list. So Aiden Brown, I will definitely be checking it out very, very soon. Thank you again for the donation. Hell Jumpy with a $5 donation says check Tron. Is Tron like the name of it, or what exactly is it? Is it a stock or is it a crypto? Jumpy, definitely let me in on that and let me know what you think. Is it a crypto? Is that something you want me to check out? Is it a project? I will definitely look at it, my friend. Thank you very much. And let's see what's going on. Trust Wallet alternative. The sucky thing about it is I don't like Trust Wallet, but there's not many alternatives for it at the moment for some of these new altcoins. So it's kind of just like a get over it type of thing. But it's just annoying. What crypto do you recommend investing that you foresee coming up? I don't necessarily recommend any. I think there's a whole bunch of things, and like it's super personal, like what you might think has a lot of potential, I might not think has a lot of potential. I would say in the altcoin wave, I still do support that. I truly do believe SafeMoon has the most potential out of all of the altcoins. And I think 90 to 95% of all altcoins that we are seeing come around right now are going to fail. I mean, that's 100% my opinion. Appreciate your honesty. Glad I found your channel. Oh, God Effect with a $5 donation. Much appreciated, my friend. I appreciate your support. I really do appreciate that, man. God Effect, that's a sick profile picture, man. I want something like that. I'm not even gonna lie. I was looking at it, I was like, wow, that's so well done. All right, anyway, let's see. Tron is a big market cap coin. Got you. Tron. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna lie. I was associating it with stocks for a second. I was like, I've not heard the ticker symbol Tron before, but I've seen Tron on CoinMarketCap.com before. I'm totally tripping. Yeah, no, I'll check out Tron for sure. I was about to say, wait, what? Let's see. Mike Zoe, my man, Mike Zoe is in the chat. What's up, Mike? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Any thoughts on Richie? No, I don't have any thoughts on Richie. Safe Galaxy. It's just again one of those ones where. Hey, that's nice. All right, it's one of those ones where whenever people use that safe blank or blank moon, I'm just not a big fan of them. It always kind of throws me off. I have a hard time feeling like they're going to be able to see some long-term growth, even if they have a great project, just because it comes across as like it comes across as a copycat, and that's something that I'm not a fan of. Jeez, I got something in my eye. Jeez. How is your my biggest investment is I put 12,000 into store capital, and I put $10,000 into Tesla.
Your subscribers held it.
Let's see. Colson Chartier in the chat. What's up, Colson? How's it going, man? I don't know about a coin before it's released. I don't usually find out about coins until way after they're released, just because I go through so many. Are you still holding NFT art? Absolutely. Lifewater token. Yeah, I'll give it a look. We'll check them out. When do you think NFT art finance will come back to the all-time highs? In months. It'll be months and months and months. But it's okay, and that's a good thing. We got to shake some of these whales out when we start getting some good momentum. Shake them out, then give it time. That's my goal. Slow, steady growth. What are your feelings on Doge Father BSC, and why do you like it so much? I didn't say I liked it yet. I was just saying that it seems like there's a lot of momentum behind it, and momentum can sometimes lead to some good gains. Tyler, have you seen a crypto have a bull run after a bigger dip like SafeMoon does now? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we see it all the time. I mean, not all the time. We do see it though, for sure. Gotta put some of this water in here. Sweet. Now I gotta keep the water on me. Do I think Dogecoin will reach $10? No. I'm invested into I'm trading. I just have a little bit of money into Dogecoin just to see what happens, but I don't think it'll hit $10 right now. Are you still a bull on SafeMoon? Absolutely. Absolutely. If you guys have noticed, like, these things don't shock me. Like, they don't really faze me all that much. You know, like, yeah, no one wants to see this happen. But at the end of the day, it happens, right? Like, we see these whales. We know there are people in here who own big percentages of it. And whenever they decide that they're going to get out, they're going to get out. And there's no stopping it, right? This is inevitable. This is going to be a thing until we get a lot of them out. And so until that happens, look, just know that it's going to come. If there's nothing really changing fundamentally about SafeMoon. People got to understand, and that's something I say consistently time and time and time again, is that no matter what we are seeing the price do, that the fundamentals of something aren't volatile with the price, right? So if we see the price going up and down and up and down and up and down, sure, yeah, we're going to watch that thing be super volatile, but that doesn't mean the fundamentals change as the price does. And so that's something that we always have to consider. What got you into investing? Actually, let's see. One second. So, like, really with investing, it was more just like I was tired of working in these places, and I was tired of working these jobs and feeling like, oh, I had a cat, right? I mean, that was a lot of it. Like, yeah, of course, there were some other things like going on in life that I wanted to be able to overcome, and I think investing was the first step in that direction. But what really got me into investing was feeling like I had a cap on how much money I could make, and I felt like if I could make more money with my money, that there was no roof to it, right? Are you aware of the recent fake copycat SafeMoon website? I've seen it as an ad on Facebook and now on Twitter. That's not good, but it'll happen. Guxenko116 with a $2 donation says Chick-fil-A or Popeyes. Okay. Usually Chick-fil-A, for sure. Usually Chick-fil-A for sure. But I have my days where I just prefer Popeyes more. I don't know exactly why it is that, but I have my days where I definitely prefer Popeyes. So I would say you get more food for less at Popeyes. That's for sure. Oh, yeah, Christian, that is true. We did hit 200 likes. Much appreciated, everybody. Can we make it up to 250? Do you think SafeMoon will go up to its maximum where it's been, like an all-time high? Yeah, I think eventually. I think eventually it will, but it's going to take time. It is not going to see the big 2x or 3x like we saw in a day. It's not. I simply will continue to argue it. And if I'm wrong, I'll bite my words and I'll get roasted in the comment sections. But I will consistently say it over and over again. I do not believe that it is going to 2x or 3x that fast again. The hype is gone. Like that big, like, oh, it's climbing, everyone get in right now type of momentum. But at the end of the day, like, there's still potential, right? So you're actually in my Patreon, and I did see your message earlier. Do I have to keep Spore Eclipse? Go, that was the second question I answered. Go back and I went pretty in depth about that question. I know you're my Patreon, so go to the very beginning of this thing, and I actually did go through a full breakdown of the answer for you. Great channel, Slam Token or SafeMoon? I'm SafeMoon. I'm Team SafeMoon at the moment. I don't know enough about Slam Token, and again, but what I will say is it is nice to see Slam Token taking its own approach. It's not really copying anything. It's not doing too much, and I actually have a video coming out about them on Monday, so stay tuned for that. I'm good. What's the best way to invest my money to let it grow and build up? Where does the money need to go? Stocks, crypto, treasury yield. Treasury bonds. They got a whole bunch of different things you can invest it into. And thank you, by the way, for the £5 donation. Cyan Duffy. I feel like I remember seeing you in a live stream in the past before. I'm pretty sure I remember that name. So I'm glad to have you in here again. Again, appreciate the support. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Tyler, what are your thoughts on Safe Panda? It's a charity token, and they've adopted one panda going for 2. I like that. See, okay, like I've been saying, I want to put more cryptos and talk about more cryptos that are actually doing things like that. I love that. That's so sick. I like that. Safe Panda. We'll talk about that. I don't like the safe in front of it, but it actually makes sense. How people use this safe thing just to kind of get hype from Safe Moon. Nope. We're going to go ahead and gotta god dang slow you down, man. But yeah, no, I think Safe Panda, that's cool. How long have you been drinking that? I actually just poured more. So I had this full, and then I brought a cup in here that was also full of water so I could fill it up when I ran out. I'm super dehydrated today. Are you still buying Safe Moon or just holding? I'm holding right now. I'm just holding right now. What do you think the resistance line is going to be for the current fall in Safe Moon? Let's go look. Let's go look. So, it looks like we're seeing some recovery here. My guess is this is going to happen. This is a guess, guys. Don't quote me on this, but this is my guess. If, and that's if, it can maintain above this line, I'm expecting it to retest local support there. And I think we could see it probably do something like this and start seeing this same consolidation probably within this channel between this local support and the bigger support that we saw in the past. That's my guess. That's my guess of where this thing is going to sit down at. Not 100% sure. You can never be 100% sure, but I think consolidation is still going to continue. I think that we are at the point that, again, that it's not going to just keep moving off of hype. It is going to move off of fundamental changes and increases in value, and that is a great thing for the longevity of a company. Karsten. Oh, Karsten with another 20 donation. Thank you very much, my friend. Says Hope Token is a charity token that donates good percent. I love that. I gotta get on. So Safe Panda and Hope Token. I'm on those. Hey, what's the deal with Happy Coin? I've heard about them too. Do they do something interesting? Is that like some type of charity? Because if I can bring awareness to these and they actually do good things, I feel like I feel like I can play my part too. You know. Okay. Oh, Yidris. Yidris is back. Yidris, I love Yidris. Yidris with a $5 donation. It is always good to talk to my man Yidris. And Yidris says, be careful with charity tokens. They are another way for the devs to distribute cash to either themselves or corporate interests behind the scenes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why whenever we see those charity ones, I always say, like, yeah, we need to be careful. We need to pay attention to it. And we need proof. You know, like I always say, these things are still speculative no matter what. No matter what way you cut the cake, it's all speculation. And I think if there's proof that they're actually doing things with this money, then it's okay. Like if the devs pay themselves, like, yeah, I mean, they designed this whole thing. Like I'm not mad about that, you know? So, yeah, so that's just kind of how I feel about it. Happy Coin donates every Friday to depression charities. See, I like that. I like that. Happy Token. Is it Happy Token or Happy Coin? Happy Coin. Check them out too. Okay. Okay, so Safe Panda got screwed due to the refinable fiasco. They launched a few days ago, hit 10 million market cap, then have dropped since down to 1 million. Downside of this so far, I wonder if that's normal. That 10x loss is pretty big, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm curious. Somebody send me the someone send me the address for Safe Panda. Yeah, I know. I do need to get on the gallon a day wave, man. Mutine, my honest opinion with Spore, like I said, so in my video about Spore Finance, I said I'm not buying it because it's a 50-50, right? It's a 50-50 that it's going to go up or that it's going to absolutely crash. It went up, then it absolutely crashed, right? It's what we see consistently. So if you put money into it, just trying to trade it, my honest opinion is the likelihood that it just absolutely flies again, there's still a chance because it's still so new. There is still that chance that it'll gain momentum. But I think that might have been the big one. And then from that point, it's usually slow growth. Right now, it might have some 20% days, 25% days. But it seems like those 300, 400, 500%, 48-hour spans, that could have come to an end. You know, that could have been it. So you definitely gotta pay close attention to that. D-Rob. Pretty close to 100K. Cajun Crypto. Have you heard of Veracity? It's so what you think. Sounds like they're about to take off. I have heard about them, and I've heard a lot of people excited about them, especially on Which Discord? I was in a Discord where we were talking about it, but I personally haven't looked into them. They're on my list. I know that. Let me see. They're number 8. They're number 8 right now. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to take a look into them. I haven't checked them out just yet. But one thing I was like Cajun Crypto. I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana. And you know, the Cajun is kind of like we're the Louisiana Raging Cajuns down here. So I wonder, are you from around this area, or is it kind of just the name? But of course, I do appreciate the $5 donation. Carson with another 20 says, keep up the good work and keep doing these streams. Absolutely. I love these streams. I love interacting with you all. I love the passion that y'all show, even in the chat. Sometimes when we're all upset or we're aggravated because Safe Moon's dropping. I love the passion. Hold on. I just saw somebody I know. So yeah, Carson, appreciate it. Where is that at? Serrano. Hey, what's up, Serrano? Serrano from Serrano Kickboxing. What is going on, homie? What in the world? I haven't talked to you in a second here, man. What's going on? How's it been? How's the channel doing? Did we get any more subscribers? Hey, guys, everybody go subscribe to Serrano Kickboxing. Serrano Kickboxing. Do that. We got a £5 donation from M. Kaiser saying, I can't read what the fox is saying, but I do appreciate the donation, M. I really do appreciate that. Let's see. What's your MMA record? I am 4-0. Let's see. All right, let's see. Okay, this is interesting. John Stone with a $5 donation. Much appreciated, John Stone. He says, why do people kiss Binance's butt so much? You can't get on it in like 5 states. And the U.S. government doesn't like them. The CEO whines about spamming a lot. Yeah. I think it's not even like I can't get on Binance where I am. I think it's not even really like Binance specifically. Like I don't think it's everyone just wants it to be Binance. I think it's just the idea of getting on a major exchange. I think it's like getting the recognition because that provides so much credibility and hopefully can kind of like debunk some of the scam talk that goes around, John. So that's just my opinion on what's going on, and I think that's why everyone's so excited about it. My man Serrano, I am so proud of Tyler. He's got a big future. Serrano, no, we're getting you up there, friend. We're getting you up there. I'm so happy to hear from you. John Ray's Fair Moon went up 7,000% since last night. Jeez. Huge gains, eh? Did anybody get in on Fair Moon? Oh. Feed, new charity token announced today. JMB with another £2.29. Oh no, that doesn't sound right. I don't think they got cents in pounds. I don't know. $2.29 donation from JMB again. Thank you very much. Saying Feed, a new charity token renounced today. Okay, cool. What do they do? I'm assuming it's food. So what do they do? What do they do? I'll write that one out too. I love all the charity tokens. I want to look at more. Feed. Yeah. Looks like most altcoins are taking a steady decline. This is what we like. Altcoins, this is going to be how it's going to be. I think the altcoin hype is slowly starting to slow down. I think we're finally starting to see a little bit more of a realistic market. And I think as that does happen, that we're going to see which ones truly have potential and which ones don't. You like Anderson Silva? Of course. Wait, where's my... Check this thing out. Hold on. Of course I like Anderson Silva. Dude, check that thing out. Pretty sick, huh? I found this one in the mall. There we go. How to contact you directly. Call out Conor McGregor on your chat and be... I don't know, dude. Conor McGregor got some mean hands. I'll leave it to my boy Dustin. How to contact you directly. Hit me up through email. All of my different social media websites are down in the description of this live stream, so just go check it out. Oh, no way. Is it really? Is my Instagram... Is my Instagram misspelled? Hold on. Oh, dude, that stinks. It is. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can fix that. 1 sec, peeps. Oh, no, that's not... oh, dang it. How have I never noticed that? Good call. Did anybody else notice that there was no V in investing in my live stream? Like that way up there? I did not notice that until now. That's insane. Can Doge hit $1? Maybe one day. I was always a Leota Machida. Dude, I loved Leota Machida. It was so sad seeing him lose to John Jones. That hurt my feelings. NFT art hype is dead. Yeah, it's slowly. Yeah, the hype is declining, which is okay. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I'd like to see the hype kind of slow down a bit so we can get a realistic. We can let this move realistically. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a big fan of whenever we just see so many of these people just constantly trying to pump this thing, and then there's so many hype investors. And the thing about the hype investors is that they just like. Your Discord link is yeah. So the Discord link I actually did I closed down the public Discord. Let me go ahead and take that out there. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I think it's okay. I think as we start to see some of these as we start to see the hype kind of slow down a little bit with some of these altcoins, it'll be okay because we can get a realistic view of what the price can do and what the true potential is, right? I don't like when they move too much out of where they should. Oh, M. Kaiser with another $10 donation saying, Tyler, can you tell anything about EVDC token? That sounds super familiar, but I'm not 100% familiar with what they do. I very like their product. Yeah. So what I will say is I can, I'll give them a look, M. Kaiser, and I will check them out, but I don't know too much about them. Like whenever I tell you guys, I know a good bit about a good bit of different tokens, but there's just so many new projects that come around that I'm not super versed on all of them just because I don't check them all out, right? So whenever I get maybe like 30 or 40 recommendations, I have to go through maybe like 4 or 5 at a time, right? And then to try to get an idea of what they do, and that usually takes me like a day or two. So it's been a crazy process. Oh, John Stone with another $5 donation. All love. He says, what has been your most successful investment? What was the theory strategy that led you to it? And also, do you have any influence building tips, influence building tips? Okay, got you. Much love, sir. Hey, John Stone, are you talking like with influence building, like a YouTube channel, like as an influencer, or building up an investment thing, like building? What do you mean by that one? And then yeah, so what I will show you guys. So I'll show you guys my most profitable investment so far. Now I've had trades where I've made like 3 or 4 grand off of, like I made about 3 or 4 grand off of Bitcoin before. But investment wise, this has been my most profitable one. So I invested roughly $8,000 into Store Capital whenever the market crashed last year, if I go to 1 year. So this is a stock, actually. And whenever the market crashed last year, I saw that it fell, but I realized that real estate prices themselves really didn't change. And what this is a real estate investment trust. So what they do is they have a whole bunch of different properties. And of course, they rent them out to people and people do pay them. But what I like about them, they have a lot of long-term contracts. So there's a lot of longevity there. And they actually reported when the pandemic started that they were still getting paid 90% of all of their rent month on month. So I'm like, oh, so nothing really changed with this company financially or fundamentally. So with that, I was like, oh, dude, this is a steal. So I put like $8K in, and it is slowly, it's recovered over the last year. And I am now up around $5,000 off that trade, or off that investment. So that has definitely been one of my most profitables for sure. YouTube channel influence, my friend. You are kind of the crypto pimp at the moment. What I would say about growing your what I would say about growing your influence, and growing a following whenever it comes to YouTube, is be yourself. And I know that's so that's so cliche to say. I understand that, but I think one thing that people do appreciate about what I do, what I do is that I'm very honest, So the best thing to go about it is I would say that I think people have kind of been drawn to my channel a little bit because of the fact that I'm super duper transparent, and I think I offer a perspective that not many crypto YouTubers do. Okay, so what I mean by that is that a lot of different people, well, in the crypto space, have investments. Say if they have 50,000 subscribers and they're investing in a SafeMoon. Well, of course, they want to try to bump SafeMoon's price up as much as they possibly can because they benefit from it. Personally, I don't have a crazy amount of money invested in any altcoin projects. I don't put crazy money into them because at the end of the day, they're still speculative, you know? So whenever it comes to that, like, I only put a certain amount in. And so I try to maintain a very unbiased, I try to maintain an unbiased opinion. And I think that's what's kind of separated me from the pack. I think that's kind of what has allowed me to grow. And I think that's important for other people to grow their influence, is to separate yourself from what everyone else is doing and just be yourself. Right. So that's kind of what I like. Sam Pepper doing a Dogefather BSC promo in a few minutes. Oh, that'll be interesting. I will say this. I think I've been here under 1G subs. He definitely hasn't changed his ways, guys. No, Mike Zoe has been here for a while. Like, Mike has probably been subscribed to me for like... Mike, you've been here for like at least 8 months. Or like 7 months. Something like that. Mike Zoe is like one of the most OG. I remember when I had only 10 people on each one of my live streams, Mike was one of them every time. I mean, I love that dude. He's so sick. Oh, that's an interesting question. Ben with the comment says, what's your long-term goal in life with these investments? Mansion, island, or a spot on the moon? So what's actually interesting is none of those, right? So I'm an MMA fighter, as many of you do know. And what my goal with investing is I want to get to the point that I can open up a gym and I can have my own team that, like, I'm a coach now and I'm a fighter too, but I want to just be a full-time coach one day in the future. And I don't want to have to charge anyone. You know, I don't really want anyone to have to pay me. I don't want to have to worry about the money. I just want people to be able to come train with me, and I want to be able to help coach up younger generations. And I kind of want to help give back to the same sport that helped me become the person that I am today. And through that, if I am able to get my investments to the point that they fuel my lifestyle, I won't have to worry about money. I won't have to worry about any of that. I'll live off my investments, and then I can live a happy life just coaching people, giving back to the sport, and giving back to the younger generations. That's kind of my goal with everything. I don't like some of these names, man. I really don't like some of these names. What's your BTC and Ethereum percentage in your portfolio? Low. Very low for now. So for now, okay? So right now, they maybe make up like 6 or 7%, but my goal for the next 3 months is to turn that into 25%. So I have a lot of moving to do. But as I have been in the crypto space right now, I've started to just truly understand the potential, and that has kind of allowed me to realize, like, oh my god, like let me pick it up a lot right now. So I was super big into stocks, and I've always loved crypto. I've just always been so interested in the idea of its capabilities. But now that I truly understand it, it's like, oh, like I'm going in. So my goal is 25% crypto within the next 2 or 3 months, and 50-50 crypto stocks. Do you do online coaching or nutrition coaching? I don't do either one of those, actually. I'm a coach. I teach people how to punch people in the face and try not to get punched in the face too much, you know? Why is SafeMoon not rising with all of these exchanges? They are not rising with all these exchanges because a lot of these whales are trimming down, which is not bad. I'm still okay with it. I'm still perfectly fine with it. Hey, just join. Lots of new opinions on SafeMoon. Lots saying it's a scam. People love to say it's a scam when it's not doing well, right? Am I the only one who noticed that? Like, everyone, there's no scam talk of SafeMoon whenever the price is going up. But as soon as it starts to fall and people start to get a little bit petty, then we start to see it fall. So, I mean, we start to see the scam talk come around. So, I don't pay attention to it. Jeez. If SafeMoon was a scam, it would have a 10,000 market cap right now. The most I have made off an altcoin, maybe like $2,000 or so. I'm telling you, I don't put crazy amounts in. I tell y'all every video, like, I don't put crazy amounts into these. I say put in the same amount that you are not afraid to lose, and that's what I stand by. And right now, at 19 years old, if I lose $1,000, like, that's still substantial. So, you know, I don't, somebody, Some Mr. Wright puts Social Security as a scam. Okay, EVDC is about EVDC is about charging electric vehicles and stuff. But people, I am out. Tyler, please keep up the good work. Viewers, I wish you all the wealth. M. Kaiser, thank you very much. I will definitely check them out. Charging electric vehicles, that's still a very big part of the future. So, all love. Thank you very much. Mike Zoe, all respect, bro. All love. Can you Uh-oh. I've been seeing this one a lot. Altura. What's Altura about, everyone? What's Altura about? I've been seeing Altura a good bit recently. EV and crypto of the future, absolutely. So I think, so we're at 140. So I'm going to run this thing for another 10 minutes. Like I did say, I did get a message earlier. I actually got, not an emergency, but I have to get going in a second here. So we're going to wrap this thing up in about 10 minutes or so. So you guys let me know, hey, if there are any more questions that you want me to check out. I have all of these different things that I'm going to check out. I'm going to be making posts. So if you're not subscribed yet, go down and subscribe. A lot of these different ones you want me to check out, I'm going to be making posts about where I give my opinion on them. And if it's a big one, if I really think it has loads of potential, I'll actually make a video about it. So if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. Now, I did have an announcement to make, and I forgot that I needed to do that, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull it up now. Give me 1 second here, and we are going to go through it. Because I have been getting absolutely flooded with requests. Let me make sure you can see. Absolutely flooded with requests about the Patreon. And so what I decided to do is I was opening up more spots. So I only had 100 spots in these first 3 initially. And, or I had 85 in this one, and then 100 in this one, and 100 in the silver. The silver is my most popular one. And I originally only had 100 in these, and that was going to be kind of like the limited access. Well, what I went ahead and did is we did get a spot opening on Bronze Early Member. There's a $5 entry spot for those of you, anyone interested. But I actually took off the limit for silver. So I will not be running out of silver spots again. I got loads of requests. I added 25 more slots, and then I got like 40 emails overnight. Can you open up more silver? Open up more silver. I opened up like another 30, and then I got flooded with like 30 more. I mean, the silver grew by like 80 or 90 members in the span of like 72 hours. So with that, people were requesting it time and time again. So I went ahead and I took the limit off. I'm not going to limit that one at all, and that is going to be here to stay. So if you are not able to get in on it, definitely go ahead and check it out now, as it is now open for anyone. Let me see if I'm missing any big questions. I have not checked out Aqua Goat. What did I just see? Somebody said, imagine walking up to McDonald's and paying with and buying a Happy Meal for 2 Dogecoins. It could happen though. It could happen though. It's crazy. Tim Marcus. Gosh darn it. Dividend investing basically is whenever you're going to buy shares and buy stock into a company, and then every period they have period payouts in which it could be quarterly, it could be let's see what's typical. So we got quarterlies, we have twice a year, every now and then we'll have annually dividends occasionally, but you're going to get a piece of their earnings. So they're going to promise you, hey, we'll pay you 3% of your total holding over the span of a year, and we'll pay you maybe 4 times over that same span. So that's just in short what dividend investing is. It's a good way to make some passive income. Ethereum Classic has a lot of potential, Daniel Ray, I do believe. Make money, Ragav back in the building. What is going on? Currency. Oh, the UFC fight. Who is fighting tonight? Let me see. I don't remember who. What are the UFC fights tonight? I'm so out of the loop. Let's see. Who is tonight? I know that Sean Strickland is fighting. Oh, Dominic Reyes. Cool. Giga Chikadze, Ian Kutelaba is fighting Dustin Jacoby, Sean Strickland, and Cody Stamen. Man, that's a great fight card. Yeah, I'll definitely be tuning into the fights. Maybe me and my girlfriend will go. Maybe the Buffalo Wild Wings or something. And we'll go check them out. Do you notify us your plays as soon as you do them on your Patreon? Absolutely. I do them immediately. Like, so anytime I buy anything at all, I immediately put it into the chat. Now, I will say, I am not a very day trader, right? I'm not very in, out, in, out. I consistently monitor the market. What do I think is a good deal? What has some great potential? Then I get in. I maybe start 1 or 2 new positions every week, maybe. It's just a joke though. That's why I can't get my head around it being an actual currency. Like everyone would be like, "Oh, much wow, thank you." Yeah, yeah. Some charts to watch on Binance US for day trading. So, okay, got you. Kevin Watkins with the $2 donation, my friend. Some charts to watch on Binance US for day trading. Okay, I don't know why I read that super weird just now. So Kevin, do you mean like what exactly do you mean, Kevin? Go ahead and put it in the chat for me. Kind of clarify a little bit, because are you looking like what are some good charts to watch? To watch Binance US, or what do you mean? What do you mean exactly? And Schaefer Charles with a $2 donation, much appreciated, my friend. All love to you. All love to you. Did NFT Art just tweet? Is that true? 370 ZM, there is 0% chance, that you're beating me in a game of Monopoly. You see that thing? You know why that's not moving? Because you can't beat me in it. That's why. I'm looking out for a message from Kevin Watkins real quick, because I want to answer his super chat real quick. How long until crypto becomes regulated? 2 to 5 years would be my guess. Yeah. There'll probably be some type of regulations on it at some point. I don't want there to be, but there probably will be. Man, do you respond to DMs on Instagram? I try to. I get like 40 messages a day, and I try to go through them, but I have like 300 messages that I need to read. It's super rough. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I struggle really hard to be able to respond to all the Instagram messages. So, yeah, I try to, Raghav, but... Bro, 370s. You cannot beat me at Monopoly. I promise you cannot. No chance. No chance at all. We can get the online version and run. 370, shoot me a message on Instagram. We're going to run it. And when I see it, we're on it. We can have a me versus subscribers game of online Monopoly. I'm telling y'all, I'm crushing you. No, I'm not losing. No way. And if I lose, I'm going to just make up excuses, so... We got 5 minutes, everybody. We're gonna wrap this thing up in 5 minutes. Now, I'm still looking for that message from Kevin Watkins. Kevin, go ahead and clarify that super chat a little bit in the live stream for me. You don't have to send another super chat. Oh, there we go. I mean that I want to follow 3 to 5 trade charts like I do Forex charts, but with all the hype, I don't know how to look for stable charts, or if I have more potential going to small hype penny crypto. Probably right now with the market, I would say going to small hype penny crypto. I mean that's what I've been doing. Yeah. Second option for sure, Kevin. In my opinion, of course. I never knew people actually like, what do you mean you didn't know people like to play Monopoly? Dude, Monopoly is the game, bro. It's the game of games. I record 4 videos a day. Okay, let's check out their Twitter. I'm seeing that we're getting some info on NFT art. Let's go to their Twitter. Man, we're at 57K followers now. These are exciting times. The launch of our platform is on the horizon. The name, design, URL, logo, and concept will be different from that of NFT art, and NFT art will be the utility token as payment on the platform. Okay, that's interesting. I'll drop a like on that. Maybe a little retweet while we're at it. Boom, boom. Maybe comment. Let's do this. ... Live stream says hello. Yeah, so that's sick. So hopefully we do get that soon. I think that's going to be big. What my guess is, we're going to see a little bit of a rise. There it is. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to go down to the minutes. Let me see what the 1 minute chart is. Has it reacted to this yet? because we always see it. I mean, it's pretty common. Let this thing load. Man, why does Bog Finance do this? I'm telling you, switching to these time intervals, it takes so long. I'll jump back on this whenever it refreshes. But crazy. So yeah, that's interesting. I'm excited about that. I'm very excited about that. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So as we can see here now, there's a little bit of price movement upwards. It's literally every time. And then I'm sure we'll start to see it. We'll see it grow a little bit. Maybe we'll retest this, and I'm sure it'll continue downward or start to consolidate towards the end of the day. But it does seem like it's doing a fairly well job of maintaining this level of support here. So I'm not all that worried. Yeah, I'm not all that worried. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm not all too stressed. I'm still not all too stressed. Alright, I will check out Panther Swap at some point. Hawk, I have about 5K invested in SafeMoon at 500 mark. I'm about even. Do you think at this point it's worth staying for a while? I don't hold you to anything. Josh Lynn with the $5 donation. Much appreciated, Josh. Okay, so this is my opinion. This is, I already had it downloaded. You want to, Anthony, I'm telling you, you don't want to play me Monopoly. You're not going to win. Okay, whenever it comes to SafeMoon, it depends, okay? I'm holding. Okay. Personally, but what I will say is right now, if you were to sell, you would have to pay a lot in fees, and at this point it might be worth it to just hold on. But it's always, you always just got to consider, what's your risk management? Can you handle to lose that 5K? Because it's still speculation. I love SafeMoon, and you guys know I talk great about SafeMoon like all the time, but at the end of the day, it's still just speculation. You know what I mean? So if you're willing to lose that and you're willing to hold it and see where it goes, for sure, but always consider it can still fall, and it could fall another 30% before we see an uptrend start. So, gotta be careful. Hold on, I saw Mike Zoe say something. Why don't you have the? I know. There's like a Wall Street version of Monopoly that I need to get it. Oh, maybe I'll get like a whole. Maybe I'll get like a whole thing of Monopoly boards. So are there really hackers stealing from the exchanges right now? Several people messaging me. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. But, I mean, you never know. Fine. Do you think it's possible to redeem? No. Yes, but no. Like, I think there's going to be damage done for quite the time on that. I'm out of water. Dang it. How much do you usually put on altcoins? No more than $500. Initially. Overall, no more than 1,000. Yeah, I know, Mike. I need more room, dude. Or yo, what if I put some Monopoly boards right here? Would that be cool? Like if I kind of like tacked them into the wall and it was like a Monopoly. That would be cool. That'd be sick. I kind of want to do that now that I think about it. Or at least see what it looks like. I want my own version of Monopoly. Is there a website where you can make your own board games? People need some new names other than literally anything to do with Elon Musk. I agree. Please. Tim Marcus has the most sarcastic comments I've ever read, and I absolutely loved him. He says, please check Safe McDonald's Moons token. It has true potential and a bright future. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Yeah, fluorescent Monopoly boards. That'd be sick, right? SafeMoon well sold 30 million. Let them go. Let them go. If they're going to get out, they're going to get out at any point. They're going to get out at some point, right? Like, that's one thing I like to consider. Like, if they're going to get out, let them get out now. Yes. Or maybe I'll start filming all these videos dressed up in a monocle and a top hat. Now that'd be sick. Y'all know I'm back on my Cliff Bar gaming right now. UMX network platform. Sergio, I haven't actually heard of them before. What are they all about? Thank you for the $2 donation, man. It's all appreciated every time. All love, dude. All love, man. What are they about, though? Put it in the chat for me. I'll read it. Trevor Smith, I would have ranked them in that exact order. I don't know how long I'm going to be on. I thought I had to go, but I don't have to go at the moment, so everything's all good. So... Yes, I'm going to become Mr. Monopoly himself. I do believe that that is the way to go. What about NFT art and Spore, James? I think Spore's interesting, for sure. It's definitely interesting, but I think they kind of missed the hype. I honestly think that, like, we're going to see a lot of them that are going to come and go like that. But I think Spore definitely still has a lot of, it still has potential. Okay, I mean, it's still so fresh. We don't know much about it at all. So it still has potential. But for short term, I mean, we might see this thing consolidate or go down for a while. Just cracked 1.3 billion Safe Moon thanks to you and Connor. Oh, Kevin Watkins, my homie, with the $2 donation. All love to you, man. Thank you so much, dude. If y'all don't know, Kevin Watkins is awesome. He's in all my live streams, always hanging out, always come and chat. Love that guy. Mike, leave me alone. Trad Cat Skits. What do you think about Telecoin? Telcoin. I don't think I've ever heard of. I don't even think Telcoin's on my list. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have Telcoin on my list. I haven't heard of so Trad Cat Skits. Yeah, I haven't heard of them before. But if you do want to leave me a little bit of information about them, I can definitely check them out. Thank you for the $5 donation, homie. All love, man. What's Tel about? I see people talking about Tel. What are they about? Let's see. Alrighty. Is more of your portfolio in stocks or crypto, and which do you prefer? More of my portfolio is in stocks by a landslide right now, but that's where my expertise was for a while. I think my understanding of crypto is catching up to my understanding of stocks. I think there's still more things I need to learn. I'm open and honest enough to say that. I'm no expert on it yet. But with that, I think that as I do get even more of an idea of exactly what it does, like not what it does, but like the entire game of crypto, that those will start to even out, and it'll probably be a 50-50 balance. No, thank you, Tradcat. Thank you for the support, homie. All love, man. Now do y'all see why I love Mike so much? This dude's energy is awesome. Don't miss the opportunity in Panther Swap. What's Panther Swap all about? Sandy saying I'm not really waiting for a big potential squeeze or anything like that. I'm kind of at the point where I kind of just feel like the AMC stuff, the hype is just not there anymore, you know? There's potential, but I think it's just not there too much. Hella Sketch. I love that. Hella Sketch. With the $5 donation. Thank you, my friend. He says, hey man, I'm new to the crypto game. Watched some of your videos and a week ago copped 134 million of SafeMoon. What are your thoughts on SafeMoon? I think SafeMoon has the most potential of all of the new altcoins, but it's still speculation, right? It's still a lot of speculation going on around it right now. We have to understand that just because there's a lot of potential doesn't guarantee that there will be success, and that it has to reach certain milestones and it has to continue to grow in order to maximize the efficiency and in order to reach some of those levels of legitimacy that we want to establish before we can stop saying that it's all speculation, right? That's how I feel at the moment. Josh Lynn, another $5 donation. Homie says, got an extra 1K on my Bitmart new crypto. Any suggestions on coin can check out or you like? Well, I will say, like, any new coins at the moment, I still have a lot of, it's Research Saturday, so I have a lot more to go look through tonight. But one thing that I will say is that maybe consider, if you're new to crypto, maybe start to consider some of your bigger ones. Don't necessarily jump straight into some of the altcoins ones. Maybe if you just start to look at some of the bigger ones like Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe what's some other ones, ADA, maybe take a look at some of those, put a little bit into those possibly, get an idea of how the crypto market moves, and then start to explore with some of the more risky ones. That could always be a good strategy, but at the end of the day, I'm not a financial advisor. So thank you for the $5 donation, Jocelyn. Oh, I hope I say this right, but I'm definitely going to do it. Can you give a shout out to my friend Aziz Mazahari? Man, I hope I'm saying that right. Hey, Emperor Gray, is that how you say it? Aziz Mazahari? Mazahari? I'll do it. You just got to, is that how you say it? I don't want to starch it. Michael Clark, love your channel. Thank you. I'm 54 and new to crypto. At this point, I consider it's a lottery ticket with better odds. Holding SafeMoon and NFT art, hoping a 3 to 5 year hold will pay off. Michael Clark, I agree. I think it's still the lottery. It's all speculation, but there are better odds. I love that explanation. Absolutely. Is it a good idea to send a bunch of spam to Elon Musk? No. You're wasting your time. Well, as we all say, only invest what you can afford to lose. Absolutely. Now, I'm not going to lie, like, in certain things, I have a lot more money than I can afford to lose. But I think you only put money into things you're okay with losing, like, especially when they're super speculative. Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm going to throw a quick shout out to, yeah, so I just want to give a major shout out to my friend Aziz Mazahari right now. I appreciate your support, my friend. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope that you do enjoy the videos. Yeah, if there's any, so yeah, we're going to wrap this thing up probably in like 5 or so minutes here. I know I said that earlier, but I wanted to hang out a little bit longer. If there's anything or anyone that you guys want me to shout out real quick, I will do that if there's anyone you want to show it to. I know that is one thing I really loved whenever I used to watch a lot of live streamers, is if they would do little shout outs and stuff. It's just fun. So if that's anything you want me to do, absolutely, I'll do that. No problem. Hope you are well. Can you give us some info on bots, and is it worth getting as a beginner trader to get into coins early? As a beginner trader, I wouldn't jump into bots, right? I would jump into understanding fundamentals. I would jump into understanding movements. I would understand or doing everything yourself, right? Because whenever you're using bots, I don't think you're getting that true personal interaction with your investments. And I think that's super duper important to building some emotional durability, especially whenever times start to look rough, right? So, yeah. So I think that's important for sure. Let's see. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I can absolutely give a major shout out to Jessica Van Santen. I hope you are having an absolutely fantastic day. Thanks for all you do. Love your vids. Glad I was able to sign up on Patreon. Take care. Nice. Shout out to all the diamond hands. Alrighty. Thoughts on Zeppelin DA? Oh, man, that's a new one, too. King Management with the $2 donation. Thank you very much, my friend. So I don't know. Yeah, y'all have been doing absolutely fantastic today with give me things that I don't know. Because I probably have looked over at least dozens and dozens of different projects. And y'all just continuously give me some that I've never heard of. So absolutely, I will definitely take that, give that one a look. And I will post it on the community tab once I do. Zeppelin DAO. Alrighty, let me make sure I don't miss anything. Being in Lafayette, you need to try out Luna's restaurant. No, Luna's is good, yo. Luna's is good. Cajun Crypto, you know the deal. Cajun Crypto, Luna's is friggin' solid. Thank you, Ahmad. Appreciate it. Mike Zoe, I'll see you later, man. Alrighty, so what I want to go ahead and do is I want to run you guys through something real quick, just on the Patreon, because I know a lot of you did ask, and somebody asked me earlier what the differences between the tiers was. So I will go ahead and I will show you that in 1 second. So what the tiers are. So Whenever you are a bronze early member, I'm not sure if we sold that spot. I'm assuming we probably did already. But as you can see here, you get access to a few things. So you get 20-minute early access to my videos at least. I make sure that you can for sure 100% watch the entire video before anyone else in the public can. So it's always an early release. We have over 300 people now, 350 coming up on. You get access to every trade I make when I make it. The weekly updates on my portfolio. I split stock portfolio, but crypto and stock portfolio, of course. And of course, I am in the Discord as much as I physically can be. Then bronze is just the same thing, but this is just a little bit of a cheaper version just for those of the people who were initially in it. And then silver, a lot of people do like because they get all of those benefits. But with this one, of course, you get early access to the videos. You get private research to every video I make. Now that one's interesting. I post notes, I post links, I post charts, I post things. If I do an analysis, I do a full friggin' 3-page analysis on some things that I think about certain companies or cryptos or projects, stocks, etc. So they get access to that. Anytime I find a new crypto or a new stock interesting, I always put it into the Discord as well. And then they also get a second update on what exactly I am doing with my portfolio. So there's a lot that goes into it. A lot of people, you know, we do have a good bit of people in it at the moment. And so with that, definitely check it out. Let me know what you guys think. Now we'll jump back into it. We do have a few more tiers, but I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything big. So as we can see here, then we do have three more tiers down here. So every one of these tiers, of course, does include everything that was in these. So like say the weekly updates on my portfolio, you of course get access to that with each one of these. Now with gold, the new benefit is that you get a weekly Q&A that will either take place on the Discord or on a special made video for gold members specifically. We have like 25 members in the gold, and I'm actually putting together their first ever exclusive Q&A for Wednesday. So go check that out. Platinum, I will personally review any of your trades and portfolios and give in-depth responses to any questions asked. This tier gives you nearly instant access to me at any point. And then when it comes to Diamond, this one is going to be one that comes with twice a month. We do one-on-one meetings where I will help try to explain some things to you, etc., etc. So it's a whole bunch. As you can see here, I am friggin' totally honest and open about it. And as you can see, this is where we're at the moment. We're at 314 Patreons. So definitely go ahead, go check it out. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you think about it. Alrighty, well, everyone, now that we have kind of gone into it, I feel like we have we've covered a lot today. I think we covered a lot today. Of course, we did go over some new tokens. I kind of explained to me some new ones. I got a whole bunch of different ones to look at here. So I'll be taking a look at these all tonight. And yeah, I'll be getting back to you. Again, if you are not subscribed to me, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I will be posting a lot of information about some of these different tokens that y'all gave me in the stream today in my community tab. So be on the lookout for that. Go ahead and check it out. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap this thing up now. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. I know it was a little bit shorter. We did about 2 hours today, but I do have a few things I got to go get done for the rest of the day, and I hope you guys did enjoy. So what I plan on doing going forward, we'll probably do these streams maybe 3 or 4 times a week. I think that'd be optimal if I can come on here and interact with you all. So if there's any questions you have for me, shoot them to it. I see a message here. Is Patreon paid by month or a yearly subscription? It is month by month. But with that being said, again, go down, check out the Patreon, check out some of my different socials, check them all out, and I'll see you all very soon. Peace out, everybody.